Hello and welcome to the week 5 session for AutoCAD Essential for Civil Engineers course. The topic of the session is editing and annotations. So let's see what are we going to cover in this particular session of week 5. So in this session you will be learning about the grips, how to edit the grips, understand various grip editing features in AutoCAD. Also, you will learn about annotations, what annotations are, what are the types of annotation, how annotation scales are made, and about text, how to add text in a drawing, how to edit the text in the drawing, how to create tables in the drawing, how to edit the tables in the drawing, and then various properties that are used in the CAD drafting, in the object, in the CAD drafting, how you can modify them via the properties palette. So let's jump start to the beginning of the session 5. Now, so here we will be introducing the grips, what grips are and what types of grips are there in AutoCAD software. So grips, so you can see in this figure, grips are points which are displayed when you select an object. So you can see that there are various objects in this particular screen. Here we have the representation of doors, cupboards, walls and other things. So these are selected in the window of AutoCAD. So when they are selected, the various points are displayed. So you can see those blue points over here which are displayed in the drawing. These are called grips. So the grips have 3 states. So we will be talking about the grip states of the grips, how they can be used for editing, and what are the 3 states of grip or the types of grips. Let's see. So once you see this, there is we have selected some object there, the door type object over here, and when you hover your mouse over any of the grips, it basically becomes the selected grips. So we call it as hover grips. So it is not about selected grips. So when you hover the mouse over the grips, it is highlighted. Let's see how it is performed in AutoCAD software. So here we have this drawing. So here we have some content over here in the drawing. So there are entities. Let us select this line. So after selecting this line, you find that there are 3 grips which are displayed in this particular line. So this line represents a wall in our architectural drafting. So these points are grips. So when they are not selected, so they are cold grips. So if you hover the mouse over any of the grips, you will find that the color changes. So when the color changes, it means that this is basically a hover grip. That means it is ready for editing. So now if you want to edit it, just click on the grip, and then there are various options you can use to edit the grips. Now let's go to another object. Let's say this arc object. So let's select the arc object, and you find that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 grips over here. So there is a grip for the line and grip for the arc. So the moment I select the line, more grips are displayed. So let's see if I select only the arc. So you can find that, just I'm moving this arc a bit so that you can understand what are the grips that is displayed in the arc. So let's say I put the grip arc over here. So once you select this, you find there are 4 grips over there in this arc. 2 grips showing the endpoint proximities of the arc, and one is the midpoint and the other is the center. So and you can see there are some border lines over here. These are called contours of the grips. So we will see how we can edit the color of the grips, how we can edit the function of the grips and use for various editing purpose. So now to conclude, grips are of 3 states. One is the state in which it is selected, which is a cold grip. And the second state is when you hover the mouse over any of the grips, it becomes, the color changes. So it is called the hover grips. And the third stage is when you click on the hover grip, it becomes selected for editing. So this is the hot grip or the selected grips. So you can see that there are certain colors which are displayed over here. So if you want to change these colors, what you do? So to change the color, type OP in the command prompt. The options dialog box will be displayed. So in this dialog box, you have to see that the selection tab is displayed, where the grip, there are different areas for the changing of the settings. first is the grip size area. So this particular slider increases the size of the grip and decreases it. So let's say if I increase the slider and press apply and then OK, and you select it, you see the grip size is increased. Now let's say if I want to reduce the size, go to the options dialog box by type OP in the command prompt, and then you can reduce it. Next, in the grips area, you find that there is a button called grips color. So if you click on this, now you see that there is a settings area in which there are 4 drop down lists. The first is the unselected grip color. So by default the color 150 is assigned. So what is the unselected grip color? Is the color of the grip when the object is selected. So the grips are not selected. Let's say I make it, let's say, a color called cyan. So what will be the effect? So I apply it and OK. So if you select this object, you see the color of the unselected grips turns to cyan. Now let's quickly change some of the colors. So I give the hover grip as a yellow color, selected grips as a blue color, and the grip contour. What is the grip contour? We will see that. Let us put it as, let's say I want to select more colors. Say I give it as color 241. So okay, so now when you select this particular grip, so you find that the color of the unselected colors is assigned to what you have set, and the moment you hover it, you find it turns to yellow, and you can see the line bordering the grips. It is the grip contour. So let us increase the size of the grip so that you can see it more clearly. So the grip size increased. So select the grip. Now you can see that those colors are very dominant and visible. Next, so let's reduce the size and okay. So we talked about the selections in the option tab. We talked about the grip size and the grip color. So we have already talked about the unselected grip, hover grip, grip contour color, and the selected grip color. So there is something called a block insertion with grip blocks set to 1 and 0. Blocks are objects that are there, which are defined objects. Let's say if I convert this into a block, let me do it first, and then we will insert it just for your reference. So I am changing this into a block. I name it 1. Okay. So okay, now you can see that this is a block. So block is basically a single object, right? So now you can see the grids are displayed in the blocks, right? So the grids, so this is a block and the grips are displayed. Now you can control the grip display by the grip block command. So grip block set to 1 and 0. So let's see what is the grip block command says. So you have this grip block, enter. If you press 0, so what will happen? And now if you select the object, only one grip will be displayed. That is the insertion point, right? So grip block, if I use this command and make it 1, so in the blocks in the CAD file in the project, the grips will be displayed as the what was in the original object.